You've been wondering for a while now why certain doors keep not opening, why the financial blessings feel like they arrive harder for you than it seems to for other people. The thing is, a lot of what you're carrying came from your mother or a mother figure in your life. She did the best she could with what she had, but some of what she passed to you without meaning to has been sitting between you and your abundance for years. Before we go into today's reading, I'd like to share with you my sponsor for this video, Psychic Source. Psychic Source is the oldest and most trusted psychic service with over 35 years of experience. They connect you with professional, gifted advisors by phone, video chat, or text. If you're not happy with your last paid psychic reading, it's free. They back up their service with a no-risk guarantee. Psychic Source is offering an exclusive, new customer offer for my viewers. Go to my sponsor, trypsychicsource.com/redfairy, or click the link in the description and pinned comment below to get 40 minutes for just $19.80 when you use the code REDFAIRY. Thank you for listening. Now let's get into today's reading. At the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. This is showing me where your head has been lately. And I say this with love. You've been a little bit lost in the clouds. You've been imagining a lot, different versions of how things could go, different ways your life could look. You may have been imagining a better relationship, a different career, or living somewhere else entirely. And the daydreaming, it has been a comfort for you. When the actual day-to-day feels heavy, the imagined versions of life become an escape, a place to go in your head when you don't want to be where your body is. But the Seven of Cups is asking you to come back down. Your feet need to touch the ground again, because here's what's happening. Some of the options in front of you are real options, like actual possible things you could pick up and walk with. And some of them are pure fantasy. Beautiful fantasy, but fantasy. And right now, you can't tell the difference. They all look kind of the same when your head is in the clouds. You need to evaluate which of these things you've been imagining are things you actually want to build, and which ones are just nice to think about when you're trying to fall asleep. Because you only have so much energy, and the energy you spend daydreaming about possible lives is energy you're not spending on the one you're actually living. There might have been chaos in your home growing up. And the thing about the Five of Swords is the person who won didn't actually win. They just collected swords. They walked away with a pile of swords in their arms, but they didn't get peace, you know? They didn't get connection. They got dominance, and dominance is a really lonely thing to have. Whoever this person is could be the reason why there were chaos in your home. There is a specific memory you have, and you've kind of dismissed it. You've told yourself it wasn't a big deal. Maybe you've even told yourself you were being too sensitive about it, or that you misremember it. It's a memory of a moment when you really wanted something, Could be a thing you wanted to buy, could be an opportunity, could be a school trip or a class or a piece of clothing or a chance to do something that you really wanted to do. And the response you got wasn't the response that you were expecting, and it kind of shocked you. That memory has been driving you. You've been making money decisions in adulthood specifically to avoid recreating the feeling that memory gave you, which means you've been avoiding situations where you have to ask for something, or you have to want something visibly. The way you heal this wound in really practical terms is you let yourself want something this week, one thing, one specific thing, something you've been telling yourself you can't have or shouldn't have or don't really need, and you don't have to buy it. You just have to admit you want it. The voice that says, "Don't be ridiculous," that's not yours. Notice whose voice it is. The Empress represents the mother archetype in the tarot deck. She is the embodiment of nurturing, abundance, fertility, and the natural world. Whatever your relationship with your own mother looks like, this card is not asking you to judge her. She carried things from her own mother too that she didn't ask to carry. And most of the time, she did the best she could with what was given to her. But here's the thing the Empress is showing me. Somewhere along the way, you didn't get the full presence of your mother. Maybe your own mom was physically there, but emotionally somewhere else. Maybe she was loving, but also anxious, and you absorbed her anxiety along with her love. Maybe she was strong, but couldn't show softness. Maybe you needed to become an adult at a young age. The way you feel about money is influenced by the way you watched your mother handle money and you learned from her. Some of you grew up watching your mother be tight with money. She had this anxiety surrounding money. For others of you, this was the opposite actually. Your mother spent freely and recklessly and you watched her. Either way, you've been making financial decisions based on a script that wasn't yours. If she made you feel that wanting things was selfish, you started believing that wanting financial things, charging more, expecting more, was somehow a moral problem. The Empress is showing me that you're ready to start building a different relationship with all of this. Not by cutting your mother off, not by blaming her, not by rewriting history, just by understanding that your mother is a person with her own wounds, doing her best, and the version of mothering she couldn't give you, you can start giving it to yourself now. And it looks like when money comes in, you don't have to immediately worry about it leaving. When you're tired, you let yourself rest without needing to earn the rest first. There's been a slow accumulation happening in your life that you haven't been counting. While you were busy thinking you were behind, you were stuck, that you weren't where you should be, you were actually building something. You know more than you give yourself credit for. About how to work, about how to manage things, about how to keep going. In the next month or so, you're going to look at one specific area of your life. Could be a skill, could be a relationship you've been investing in, could be a project you've kept up with, and you're going to realize it's worth way more than you thought it was. And you're going to be sort of stunned. The number is bigger than you expected. For some of you, this is literal. Like there's actually money you didn't realize had accumulated. A small investment that grew. A subscription you kept paying that built up. Points or credits somewhere. A thing you own that's worth more on the market than when you bought it. But here's the mother wound part of this. You're going to feel guilty about receiving this blessing. That's a cage. receiving abundantly doesn't take from anybody else, and you deserve it. The cows in the background of this card, I want to mention them because they are a sign of slow accumulating wealth, the kind that builds over years. And honestly, some of you are about to enter a season of that. Not overnight, just steady growth, real growth, wealth that comes from finally letting yourself receive what you've earned. This is very specific, but right now, you are undercharging. I don't even need to know what you do. I'm telling you, you are. The mother wound has been doing the pricing. Take the pricing back. There is something you've been avoiding looking at directly. Could be a number somewhere, a statement you haven't opened, a bill you've been pushing the date on, a bank app you don't check anymore, a document you've been meaning to read, but every time you sit down to read it, suddenly there is something else more urgent. You're avoiding it because looking at it feels threatening, and you've already been carrying so much that adding one more hard thing feels impossible. I get that genuinely, but here's what I want to say. The thing you're avoiding is taking up more space in the back of your mind than it would take up if you just looked at it. The avoidance is heavier than the actual situation. This week, just take a look. You need to acknowledge the situation. You don't have to solve it, you just have to open it. Because almost always, the actual reality is less scary than the version your imagination has been building in the dark. The thing you've been avoiding, when you finally turn the light on it, is smaller than you thought, more manageable, more solvable. There's also something coming to you, like an opportunity or a conversation, that's going to require you to know your real numbers. Could be a salary thing, a contract, a tax thing, a loan, an application. Whatever it is, it's going to need you to walk in with clarity, not avoidance. The next few weeks are a good time to come out of hiding so that when this opportunity arrives, you are ready for it. You are about to get rich. I don't mean comfortable, I don't mean stable. I mean the kind of rich that the version of you sitting there right now would not believe is possible. Fortuna in this card, and she is the Roman goddess of fame and fortune. She is showing up for you specifically today, and she is bringing good luck in your life. There is, and I want you to really hear this, a windfall coming. I keep getting that word, windfall. Something you didn't work for in the traditional sense. Could be inheritance, could be a settlement, could be a contest, a payout, a bonus, a return on something you forgot you invested in. There is also something about a person. A wealthy person is going to enter your circle, not necessarily romantically. It could be a connection, a mentor, a friend of a friend, somebody who has serious resources and decides that you are interesting to them. They're going to open a door, the kind of door that does not open for most people, and you're going to walk through it. I'm seeing real estate too, property. Some of you are about to either buy something, inherit something. If you've been thinking about buying or selling or moving in a way that has financial implications, the next 6 months are when the wheel of fortune turns in your favor. There is a written communication coming that's going to shift things for you. The card shows a couple fighting over a letter, and the words on the page changed everything for them. Pay attention to written words this month. Emails, texts, contracts, messages. Don't skim through it, but read it carefully. For some of you, there is a document coming that has financial weight to it. A contract, a settlement, an offer, an agreement. The wording matters. There is a specific clause, line, or number in there that affects you, and you need to actually read it instead of just signing. For others, there is a message someone sent that you're going to reread and finally see what they actually meant. It could be a text from weeks ago. It could be an email you scrolled past. The information was there the whole time. You just weren't ready to register it. The crow in this card is loud for a reason. It's telling you to wake up to something you've been half asleep about. There is a situation where you've been letting things happen to you instead of reading the fine print. That stops this month. If there's any agreement, contract, or written arrangement in your life right now that you signed without fully reading, go back and read it this week. There is something there you missed. The bird is in the cage, and even though the cage door is open, the bird is staying inside. That image is you right now. In one specific area of your life, there is something you could leave, change, or walk away from, and the door has been open for a while. You just haven't used it. For some of you, the cage is a job. The pay is okay, the people are okay, but there is no growth, no air. Every time you think about leaving, you get a panic response and you stay another month, then another. For others, the cage is a relationship or a dynamic where you've shrunk yourself to keep the peace. This could be romantic, it could be something that has to do with family, or a friendship where you do all the giving. For others, it's a routine, a way of doing your days that stopped fitting you a while ago, but you've been on autopilot. Venus is outside the window in this card, and she represents abundance, love, beauty. All of it is right there waiting for you. You don't have to launch yourself out of the cage dramatically. You just have to acknowledge that the door is open. That's the first move. Someone from the past is about to send you something, and it's going to arrive in the next 3 months. For some of you, this is literal inheritance, money, property, an item, or information that's been sitting in your family that's about to come your way. It could be from someone passing, it could be from a relative deciding that now is the time. It could be a will or a document that finally gets sorted out. It might not be huge, but it's meaningful and it arrives at exactly the right moment. For others, the inheritance is information. Something about your family history, your background, where you actually come from that you didn't know before. A name, a story, a document, a photo, and it shifts how you understand yourself and your identity. The maze in this card has a unicorn at the center. The unicorn is the real you, the version that exists underneath everything you absorbed from the people who came before you. And the way you find that center of the maze is you don't try to figure it out from above. You just keep walking and trust the path. Watch out for older family members reaching out in the next 5 months. There is a conversation, a phone call, or a visit coming where someone shares something they have been holding on to. Don't rush them, let them tell you in their own way. And anything you inherit, literal or otherwise, isn't there to trap you in the past. It's there to give you the materials to build something different. Let's get more messages with the charms and dice. Something is shifting for you this autumn, and the Wheel of Fortune is already turning in your direction. The butterfly tells me you're not going to be the same person by the end of autumn that you were at the start of the year. You're being protected through all of it. There is something that you've been asking why about here, and the answer to that is to trust your own intuition this season. There is something you've been holding back from saying. It's been sitting in your throat for a while. The scissors are telling you to cut the cord with whatever has been silencing you. A Cancer sign is involved. Either they are the person you need to speak up to, or they are the one who gives you the safe space to finally say it. Once you say what you've been holding, a door opens for you. Money is coming to you, and the number 3 is showing up around it. It could be in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Watch out for the number 3. There is a financial situation in your life that has toxic strings attached, and you've been tolerating it because the money felt necessary. You can have the money without the toxicity. You don't have to keep paying that emotional price. A Gemini and a Cancer are both involved in this. That's all I have for you. I hope you found this reading insightful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It will mean the world to me. I love you and see you in my next reading.